Hello everybody, welcome on back to another video on the Unibig channel, and today we are back with the latest LEGO news for 2025 and 2026. Now, of course, before we begin the video, I just want to say that if you do enjoy and want to keep up to date with all of the latest LEGO news from me, then make sure to subscribe as well as like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Telegram channel. Links to both of those will be down in the description below. But with that being said, everyone, let's get right into it. We've got lots of new exciting information to talk about in today's video. But first off, we are going to be taking a look at some new sets that have been officially revealed, with the first one being set number 40791, the LEGO Harry Potter Goblet of Fire Brickheads pack. This one is going to be including 671 pieces, and it will be releasing for September, and it will be retailing for a price of $50. You do get 5 characters in the set, being Harry Potter, Victor Crumb, the Hungarian Horntail, Fleur Delacour, and Cedric Diggory. So you are getting all of the contestants from the Triwizard tournament, as well as the Hungarian Horntail from the first trial. Next up, we have set number 40802, and this is the Luna Lovegood Ancestral Brickhead set with 292 pieces. It will be recommended for ages 10 and over, and it will also be releasing for September, and it will be retailing for a price of $20. I think that this one's a pretty nice one as well. Of course, you are getting 2 characters, being Luna Lovegood and a Thestral, which looks very good, and I think that LEGO Brickheads fans are absolutely going to adore these. And then we've also got a brand new LEGO Disney set that's been revealed, being set number 43279, and this is the Wally and Eve set. This will be recommended for ages 18 and over, and it will be including 811 pieces, retailing for a price of $70, where it will be releasing for September 1st. And overall, I think this one looks amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of Wally and Eve. I've watched the film once. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's definitely not my top LEGO Disney movie. However, I think that it's a very good looking set, and I will definitely be picking this one up at some point. I think the $70 price tag as well is actually fair for this set. Usually LEGO are very overpriced, as we all know, but I think that this is probably one of the only sets that they made recently that is genuinely justifiable in their price. I think $70 is more than enough for this set. I will happily pay full price for it because it looks really good. Anyways, moving on to LEGO Botanicals, we've actually got some new information regarding some new sets that are going to be releasing for January 2026. The first set that we have is the number 11501, and this is the Tulip Bouquet, retailing for a price of $60. Next up, we have set number 11504, the Potted Peace Lily, retailing for a price of $50. 11508, the Daisies and Lavender, retailing for a price of $15. And then 11509, the Blooming Cactus in a Pot, retailing for a price of $35. And then moving on to LEGO Ninjago, we've actually got 2 new sets as well that we are going to be getting. One we did already know about, but the new set that we are going to be getting that we didn't know about before is the number 71860, the Lloyd's Mech with 1293 pieces, and that will be releasing for March 2026. And then we've got a bit of an update regarding set number 71861, the Old Town with 4,851 pieces, and this will be retailing for a price of $310. And then moving on to LEGO Friends, we've actually got a brand new magazine that has been revealed, which comes with this little island build, which looks quite cute overall. And then we've actually got a brand new promo set that's been revealed thanks to Promo Bricks. This is the LEGO Discovery Center Hamburg grand opening with 158 pieces. This is going to be a very hard set for a lot of people to get. You're going to have to pay a lot on the secondary market if you want this. And the reason why is because it was exclusive to the grand opening in the LEGO Discovery Center in Hamburg. You had to spend 150 euros there as well in order to get it. And then we've actually got a bit of an update regarding set number 40820, the upscaled Santa minifigure, thanks to Brick Merge. This one is going to be recommended for ages 10 and over, and it will be including 761 pieces, retailing for a price of $55. I'm really excited for this one. I think that out of all of the remaining LEGO sets releasing for the end of 2025, this is one of the ones that I'm most excited for. I actually found this mock-up by the Brick Consultant as well on the internet, and that's pretty much what it is going to look like. So that gives us a pretty good visual representation. But I think this is definitely going to be the best upscaled minifigure that we've gotten. I'm honestly really excited for it and cannot wait to buy it when it does release. And then moving on to LEGO Creator, thanks to LEGO Minecraft Go, we've actually got a bit of an update regarding a new set that we are going to be getting for January 2026, and that is going to be the 3-in-1 set number 31380, the Retro Game Console, retailing for a price of $20. I'm actually really excited for this one. because Lego have made quite a few of the retro gaming console sets, the most recent one being the Game Boy, which is not that expensive. I think it's around $60-$70. Comparing it to other Lego game console sets that we've seen, is quite cheap. For example, the NES was really expensive. That was about 220, I believe. So I think that the fact that we're getting a cheap Creator 3-in-1 retro game console set is a pretty good idea from Lego for a lot of people who won't be able to get the more expensive ones. And also for a cheap price of $20, I think that it will be quite good. And then you also do get 2 alternate builds as well. As for what they are, we don't know yet, but I am hoping that they are strong. But it definitely won't be as good looking as the actual retro gaming console itself, as that is the main build for the set. And then we've got a bit of an update regarding Lego Nike. Again, thanks to Lego Minecraft Go, we've actually got an update regarding set number 43010, the Nike Slam Dunk set with 809 pieces, retailing for $70, and this one will be releasing for September 1st. Thanks to Lego Minecraft Go, we've actually got a visual representation of what the set's going to look like. We've got another Minecraft sketch leak, similar to the Arkham Asylum. And it looks interesting. It's definitely not that great, I'll be honest. I was actually interested to see how the set is going to look, especially with the $70 price tag. I was expecting a full-on big buildable basketball court with loads of minifigures, but no, instead we get this. I don't think it's very good. I don't know why they decided to do this. So you get a buildable Lego figure, and it's got the dark blue Nike sportswear. It's holding a basketball, and then you do get the hoop as well. I don't think it was a very good concept. Personally, I would have just done this as a minifigure scale set, included a few really cool new Lego minifigures with the Nike sportswear on. That would have been great. I definitely would have bought that, and I think a lot of other people would as well. Whether this set includes minifigures or not, I don't know. However, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it probably will include any minifigures. But anyways, moving on to Lego Wednesday, we've actually got information regarding a new set that we are going to be seeing, which is going to be set number 76785, the Things Apartment, with 828 pieces. This one is going to be retailing for a price of $90, I believe, and it will be releasing for October 1st. And this is thanks to Lego Minecraft Go again. Overall, it sounds quite interesting. Now, I believe that we haven't actually seen the Things Apartment, because when I tried to find a reference picture, I couldn't find anything. So I think that is a light spoiler for the next season of Wednesday, which I believe drops tomorrow. So that's quite interesting. However, I'm quite excited to see how this one is going to turn out. And I think a $90 price tag on this one as well is pretty decent. And 828 pieces is a good amount. If you look at that Peter Parker's apartment set that we saw, honestly, that looked quite good, and that didn't have as many pieces as this one. So I think that this one's definitely got potential, and it will, of course, probably be including Lego mini dolls as well, if any of you are wondering. But I am hoping that they do a similar thing with Wednesday for what they did with Wicked, where eventually they give us some 18+ sets for the theme, and they actually include proper minifigures in there. I think that would be great. And then moving on to Lego Harry Potter, thanks to Claybricks over on Instagram, we've actually got a huge update regarding the highly anticipated set number 76457, the Hogsmeade Village D2C. This one is going to be including 3,228 pieces, and it's going to be retailing for $380, releasing for September 1st. Now, before I get into the description of the set, I want to quickly talk about when to expect pictures. So the reveal date for this set is going to be early next week. I believe the specific date is August 12th. So by August 12th, we will be seeing the full set of official pictures for this set. However, it could always leak early as well. Now let's talk about the buildings included. So we are going to be getting 6 buildings in the set, which is great. I believe that is the same number of buildings that was included in the Diagon Alley set, the big one that came out a few years back. And it can split into 4 different sections, but there were 6 shops included. So the buildings included in this set are going to be the following. So we're going to be getting the Owl Post, Dervish and Bangs, Honeydukes, the 3 Broomsticks, Hogshead Inn, and Zonko's Joke Shop. Overall, I think it's a pretty good lineup, and especially comparing it to that Diagon Alley set as well, the big one that also had 6 shops in it. So I think that the fact that they've included 6 different shops in this as well is great to see, and it's a pretty similar price tag as well. However, I'm annoyed that they haven't included the Shrieking Shack. I think it's a huge missed opportunity. I do have a little speculation though as to why they haven't included it. If you look at the big Diagon Alley set, they made that set and then they made the Gringotts Bank, and that was able to connect to that big Diagon Alley set. So I think they'll do a similar thing with the Shrieking Shack. We'll get this set. If it sells out well, Lego will probably end up making a big version of the Shrieking Shack as well, and you'll probably be able to connect that or display it near the Hogsmeade Village set, as it is kind of its own standalone building. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the building selection overall. I cannot wait to see Zonko's joke shop in particular. That is the one that I'm most excited for. And of course, Honeydukes and the 3 broomsticks we did see as the smaller Hogsmeade sets that released a few years back as well. But for those of you who are wondering about the minifigures included, we do have the list of figures, and those are the following. So we are going to be seeing Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, Hermione Granger, Draco Malfoy, Katie Bell, Professor McGonagall, Cornelius Fudge, Aberforth Dumbledore, Horace Slughorn, Madame Rosmerta, Mrs. Flume, and Zonko Employee. I think the one that I'm most excited for here is Aberforth Dumbledore. I think the only time we ever saw him was in the 2023 LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendar, so I think it's great that he's making a return here. Of course, we are getting Mrs. Flume as well, who I believe is the owner of Honeydukes, which we did see in that play scale Hogsmeade set, and the Zonko Employee as well is going to be a new one for this set. But there we go, everyone. With that being said, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy the, why not subscribe, as always, like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Telegram channel. Links to both of those will be down in the description below. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of the latest LEGO news that we've covered in today's video, and what do you think of the buildings and minifigures included in the new Hogsmeade Village set, and are you excited to see images of it? And we will be picking it up when it does release for September 1st. I'll also see you guys soon, so peace out, see you later, and bye-bye.